Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is June 28th, 2012. It is a Thursday. This is a big day for the markets as there's a lot going on around the world and in the United States. First, we're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You will see them trading lower by about 8 points this morning, down to around the 13.1725 level. Pretty good decline to start the day. Actually, futures were lower around 6 a.m. before they got a pretty sharp pop higher, but nonetheless, they are coming back down to earth here and trading down around 8 points at the moment. There's a few things to cover. First, there's an EU summit going on in Europe today. I believe that's happening in Brusels, Belgium. So again, the market's looking for some resolution, some kind of quick fix, some kind of band-aid on this European crisis. But in the meantime, you have Spanish bond yields surging over 7% this morning. Also, there was an Italian auction. I believe they auctioned off 5.4 billion euro worth of long-term debt, and that the yields there started to scream higher as well. That is problematic. So we're going to have a lot coming out of Europe today. We'll see what has been said already. There have been rumors saying that Germany, from the Wall Street Journal reported, Germany is going to do euro bonds, and right away Germany said, hey, wait a minute, we're not doing euro bonds. So you're going to get a lot of rumor mill, a lot of confusion. But again, this is what we're in store for today, especially going into the end of the trading week. So watch the dollar. The dollar this morning is making a very decent, very nice little move higher. It's up about 9 cents. It's not up all that much, but you can see the move it made around 2 o'clock in the morning when it was much lower. So the dollar right now is sitting up here just underneath the 83 level on the U contract. That's a decent pop on the dollar. And if the dollar moves higher, you know, that just tells us the market's going to move lower. Yesterday, the dollar did not have that much of an effect on the market, and I think that was simply just due to the light volume and all the optimism going into today. So yesterday's volume might have been the lightest volume of the entire year. But today you see the dollar up about 9 cents and the markets have come back down. So again, keep that chart up of the dollar. That inverse relationship is still very well intact in my opinion. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of other things here. In the United States, we're going to have the Supreme Court ruling on the health care bill. So we'll see if the health care bill will stick around. If not, that could move a lot of the healthcare stocks. All the HMOs will be affected by this. Some drug companies will be affected also. So that's worth watching as well. Now in the news here today, a couple of other things. JP Morgan's trading loss. It looks like it's going to be above $9 billion. So originally reported at $2 billion. Today they're reporting it at over $9 billion. Let's just take a look at that stock real quick, and you'll see that JPM had a pretty good sell-off into around 6:30 this morning. Now it's kind of regrouped a little bit, trading down about $1 and change to 35.58. But nonetheless, it looks like that trading loss has exceeded what was normally mentioned at $2 billion, and now is over $9 billion. I don't think the trade has been completely unwound yet. So that's worth watching and paying attention to. Also today, you have Barclays in the news, ticker symbol BCS. This stock is getting clipped a little bit today. Looks like that LIBOR investigation is starting to widen. Somebody's going to go to jail, they said, for it. So we'll see how that plays out. But every bank is involved in this, so it's going to be interesting. All the financials are on the weaker side today at the moment, and we'll see how much or what comes out of this LIBOR scandal. Right now, BCS, Barclays, is trading down. Found some support just above 10. Catching a little bit of a bid. Here's the levels you want to watch for this thing. If it comes back down toward below $10, watch this level here for a little bit of support. It's going to be around $9.20, and then it's all the way back down to $8.40. So this one could be a real volatile name today, and that's Barclays. Again, decent gap down on Barclays. Yesterday the stock closed at $12.33. Today it's trading, at $10.88. That's a pretty good clip in the stock price. Let's just take a quick glance at gold and oil. Gold is down $10 today to $15.69 an ounce. You take a look at the GLD this morning. Yesterday the GLD closed, I believe, at 152.83. Today it's trading at 152.11. So that has been moving steadily lower. Oil this morning is trading higher by 24 cents to $80.45 a barrel. Again, I don't like the pattern on the oil chart, and the USO right here, you can see, is trading right around $30.17, closed at $30.20. So that's where we're sitting at the moment. It looks like we have initial jobless claims out, and also GDP just being released. Initial jobless claims 386,000. Okay, so that's down 6,000. Markets are getting a little bit of a bid. I'm not sure what the GDP was. GDP final is 1.9% versus 1.9%. So I don't think that's going to be a mover at all. But you're getting a little bit of a bid here on the job numbers. I wouldn't make too much out of that. Let's take a look at some other things that are in the news today. Family Dollar is a stock you want to take note of. Family Dollar is selling off pretty sharply down to the 64 level. There is support right in this area. $64 is support for Family Dollar. If the stock breaks this level, traders should watch the 61.33 area, and then you're going to have a 200-day moving average coming up. That's going to be at 59.68, and then you're going to have another pretty significant level around 58.51. All of those levels are bounce areas. Okay, all of those levels are bounce areas all the way down to 55.75. So you're going to look at 63.94, 61.37, 58.51, 55.75, and then ultimately, if it happened, I don't know if it does, 53.08. All of those are respective bounce areas, okay? But the 54 is a good level. 64, excuse me, is a good level. 63.94 is the area that I have. After that, it'll be 61.37. So watch those levels for Family Dollar today. In sympathy to Family Dollar, I believe Dollar Tree is also down. That's ticker symbol DLTR. I guess that was a split, so that's messing up the chart. But watch that one closely. That's really all I'm seeing that are big movers today. There are some other movers, but they're too small for us to trade off of. Oh, it looks like Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Let me take a look at that. That just popped up on my screen. Vertex is getting sold off today. That's a real good fall. Let me see if I can find a level on this Vertex. Give me one moment here. We'll see what we come up with on this Vertex. That's a really good fall there for the stock. Trading down to 53. So alright, so Vertex, you're going to look at $50. There'll be a little bit of support there. 46.47, and then 41.79, and then all the way down to 36.55. So there's some levels there, but Vertex right now is going to have support around $50, and you can even see here it's already tested that 50 once already today. That level breaks, it's going down to 46.47. Okay, and after that you're going to have a big 200-day moving average around 41.80. So those are some levels there, and if it pierces through there, you'll have some short-term support around that 37.67. Make it 36.55, a better level. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for Vertex. I'm not really seeing anything else at the moment. There's definitely some wild action, but a lot of it is just smaller moves, so we'll see how it plays out. Again, futures have bounced back a little bit after the jobless claim number and the GDP, but I don't know how long this is going to last. We'll see. If the dollar starts to make a move higher, expect this to come back in. You can see the dollar has pulled back. Once the dollar pulls back, the market gets its cue to inflate, and that's really what you got to watch for. All right, everybody, it's going to be a wild day on Wall Street. We'll see how this market plays out and shakes out. Again, protect yourself. Keep an eye on that dollar chart. It will tell you more than you think. Take care, everyone. Have a great trading day.